What is happening, Nitrosites? It is the Nitro General here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass update video. Now, I did have another video planned for tonight, but I don't quite have a lot of time to make the video, so stay tuned, because I have a really good idea for another video coming out Thursday or Friday, possibly tomorrow, but I'm guessing Thursday or Friday. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that kind of video, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe and hit the bell, because if you hit the bell, then you won't miss it when I do post it. And it's going to be a brand new series, something that I'm really excited about making. If you guys want to go check out my tier list videos that I have been doing too, going ranking Pokemon, just in generally, I've been doing another one where I've been ranking Pokemon competitively. If you guys want to watch those videos, feel free to. I'm going to continue those sometime, not exactly sure when, and there may be another replica video out soon, but yeah. So, let's get right into the video. So, I haven't done a lot of updates on the expansion pass because we haven't really got a lot of stuff. We've gotten one reveal trailer for the Island of Armour, and that is it. And I did a video on that. We haven't really gotten too much stuff, but since then there's been some data mines, some stuff like that, some stuff that I do want to talk about regarding it that is pretty much confirmed for the game. And I was just waiting to make a video like this until we got more information. Now, in the original reveal of the Isle of Armor trailer, it said that the DLC was going to premiere in late June, which is next month as I'm recording this, and it hopefully probably will still be in June because of the whole COVID crisis. There has been people who are now working from home, and I know Game Freak and Nintendo have both had people who are working from home, which possibly could have delayed it, and a lot of people were expecting that. But because they have showed the next events for Pokemon Sword and Shield, which are the free Pokemon that they are giving out. The last free Pokemon does not have an end date, which would assume that the end date of that Pokemon would be the reveal of, or the release of the Isle of Armor, which will be June 18th, which is still late June. Now, that is not confirmed, that's just speculation, but a lot of people are expecting when that's going to come out. But a lot of people were speculating when Pokemon Home was going to come out because of something in the same era of there being like a page of Pokemon Home, and it said the release of this Pikachu gift or something was on a certain date. I think it was like February 14th or something like that. And everybody was like, that's got to be when they were coming out. They must have slipped up, or they hid an Easter egg in there or something, because that means that it's going to be released on February 14th or by then. And everybody thought that was the truth, and then it was not released then. Now, that could have been something they planned to do and then didn't do because of different complications, couldn't get it out or something ready. And I think they did release it prematurely because there were so many issues, as of like the code 992 and the 999 error that was throughout the whole thing, people losing Pokemon, all sorts of stuff. And as of right now, that is all fixed for most people. You can go back and check out my videos on those that I did if you want. There's no really any point now, but in the future, if it happens again, go ahead and check those out. But yeah, so people are speculating that it's going to come out on the 18th, but we don't know that for sure. But there has been a lot of stuff that people have data mined to says that certain Pokemon are coming back to the game. Now, we do think that all of the starters are going to be returning at some point in one of the DLCs, which is really awesome for me, because if you guys have followed this channel at all, you know my favorite Pokemon of all time is Blaziken, only because of the special Blaziken, that shiny Torchic that I got in X and Y through Wonder Trade, that I had saved until Omega Ruby came out so I could use it on my team, and it has been on my team since Omega Ruby and on every single game. So it would be really awesome to have him, that same shiny Blaziken, in Sword and Shield. Now, I'm really hoping, because there was a data mine of tutors that have said these Pokemon can learn these special moves, where that is like Blast Burn and Frenzy Plant and Hydro Cannon, and then what is the ones from Black and White too, the Water, Fire, and Grass Pledges, the pledge moves. and stuff like that. So they have released that they're going to be people who can teach your Pokemon that, and there was data mines of the thing that said that there will be all the starter Pokemon. And I did talk about that in the last video I did on this, I think, which would really be awesome if these starter Pokemon were released, because it is weird that they would only release some starter Pokemon and not the others. And obviously there are a lot of Pokemon that have been released in the DLC. I think they said 300 or 400 maybe. It was either 300 or 400, 150 in the Isle of Armour and 150 in the Crown Tundra, or 200 in the Isle of Armour and 200 in the Crown Tundra, one of the two. But that is awesome. You know, a bunch of those are probably pre-evolutions, obviously. So, like, I'm still holding out for Salamence to be in the game, but there hasn't been anything to show Salamence being in the game, only because I want to have my original team that I've had since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. All of them will be released. Hopefully, if Blaziken is released, if Salamence is too. So, because the only two that weren't released, that haven't been announced to be released in the trailer are Salamence and Blaziken. So, hopefully, we're gonna get those. Now, there was a bunch of DLC or data mines that went through the games that said what Pokemon are going to be able to learn what moves. Now, a ton of Pokemon have been updated moves, so they're going to have updated moves that they can learn. Still no agility on Charizard, which is, I'm still really irritated, because I was super excited to run an agility Charizard set, because I'd never really used Charizard competitively, and then I realized that you can't run agility on Charizard, which is insane to me, because there are some Pokemon that can learn agility that you wouldn't think could learn it, but Charizard, a dragon Pokemon with giant wings that is obviously can get a speed that can't get a speed boost unless you use Tailwind or Dragon Dance. Like, come on, man! I really just wanted to be able to learn agility. So, yeah. So people are speculating. They were speculating at the time that every Pokemon getting updated moves was going to be released in the DLC. But I doubt that's going to happen, only because there were so many Pokemon on there. If you counter in all of the Pokemon that were on the lists and their pre-evolutions, that is well over 200 or 400 or 300 or 400 Pokemon. Actually, I think it was 200 Pokemon, the 200 old Pokemon, 100 in the Isle of Armour. I don't know. There's a lot of new Pokemon returning. So I doubt that a lot of these Pokemon are going to be returning. This only means that there's probably going to be another installment. There's obviously going to be another installment of the Pokemon franchise. And that means that these Pokemon, if they are available in these games, are going to be able to learn the updated moves. So they're not necessarily going to be in the game. However, there were data mines that have moves programmed in the game right now, programmed in the game for Pokemon you cannot get yet, and that is mythical Pokemon. As in, you have V-Create for Victini, and you have Technoblast for Genesect. There are some other ones for, like, Darkrai, and a bunch of other mythical Pokemon that are not in the game yet, but people are speculating to be in the game. Arceus too. So you can get these moves if you hack on some of your Pokemon, and they have full rendered moves. And as you guys know, there have been a ton of moves that have been deleted from the game, and if you transfer a Pokemon in the game that has these moves, they will not be able to learn or not be able to use them. They just won't be able to. So that means that they didn't program in the animation for these moves, which means that if they programmed in the animations for the moves, then they're probably going to have the Pokemon who can learn these moves in the game at some point. Because why else would they have the animations for the moves when there are so many old moves that they have done away with the animations for because of that fact exactly. So there have been a lot of Pokemon like that, speculation, that are going to be in the game. Now, I do think that those mythicals are going to be in the game. I have a very strong suspicion of that, only because there's no reason why they would have the animations for the moves if you can't actually get it. Now, there is so much going to be in the Isle of Armour, and I am really excited about it, but at the same time, I am a little bit irritated that you are going to have to pay for the DLC because, again, Nintendo, I think, has become a little bit money hungry. If you want to know more about that, you can check out my Rant Room episode on Nintendo that I did a while back. I do very think Nintendo is getting very money hungry. They have been doing so much with games that making you pay for more stuff. And one of the big things that always made me love Pokemon is that you never had to pay to, play the games. And, I spent $120 on the dual pack of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Then you have to pay for online if you even want to do anything remotely online. Then you had to pay to get Pokemon Home, which if you wanted to bring your Pokemon from your old games onto Pokemon Sword and Shield, you needed to have Pokemon Home. And now they're making you pay for the DLC. Now, I have already paid for the DLC, so I do have both the Crown Tundra and the Isle of Armor, but that does mean that you can only play through it once unless you delete your save file for your Pokemon game. And that is really irritating for me because I just hate that, because you'll never be able to play through these DLCs again unless you delete your main save file of the game. You can create another account, play through the game again, but unless you buy the DLC on that account, you will not be able to play it again. And it just sucks, because I think it's really stupid that if you buy it once, I think if you buy a game on one account, or I think if you buy a DLC for the game, for any game on one account, you should be able to get it on every account you have on your Switch. That way, if you play through the game, if you just want to play through the game again without deleting your original save file, you can still use the DLC without having to pay for it again. Now, personally, I will probably spend the money to buy the DLC for the game for another account, just so if I want to be able to play through the game, I can. That way, if I wanted to get a Kubfu, or if I wanted to get an Urshifu, or because I'm going to want to get both forms of Urshifu at one point. And if you can't breed Urshifu to get a Kubfu egg and then go through the tower again to get the other form, which I don't know if you will be able to, since you can't do that with Solgaleo and Lunala, but you can with Fion and Manaphy, so I don't know. But so I'm just hoping for that. If you guys want to watch my video I did a little bit ago going over my top 5 hopes for Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, you can go check that out too. But I didn't talk about that earlier in the video, but yeah, you can go check that out. But yeah, so I really hope that they will be able to do that, but I doubt you will be able to just to delete your save file for the DLC and then play through it again. So if you ever want to play the DLC again, you're going to have to spend $60 to even do that, which is just enough for another game. And it is really sad that you do have to pay for all of this stuff. And if you don't have the money to pay for online, or if you don't have good internet or something like that, you will never be able to play, do some of the stuff that you always did on Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like trading with friends and stuff. Even if you want to trade with friends and you're not in the same place at one time, like if you're at one house and your friends at your neighbor, even if you want to play with your neighbor, you still have to have Nintendo Switch online in order to do that, because unless you are a certain distance away, you can't just use local play, and sometimes it just sucks. And yeah, so I'm really hoping that with the introduction of these DLCs, that the DLCs better be worth our money, because there are so many things that people are coming out with and saying, talking about certain Mega Evolutions because the Mega Stones are programmed into the game, but you can't get them without hacking. Now, just because they're programmed into the game does not mean that you will be able to get Mega Evolutions. You do have the Dynamax band, which could easily do the same thing they did with the Z moves and Mega Evolution. We're having it in the same bracelet, but you never know. I'm guessing you're not going to get it, and if you do, you'll only be able to Dynamax or Mega Evolve, because a Dynamax Mega Evolve Pokemon will just be insanely broken, and Dynamax is already broken. So, but yeah. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe. And make sure to hit that bell, because there's going to be other videos up this week. And if you guys are excited for them, then make sure to hit that bell so you don't miss them. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. I do just want to give an update on the NPBA, which is my draft league that I created because I couldn't find one to join. I did end up having my Nintendo account hacked. If you guys want to go check out the video, there's a ton of people who got it hacked. Now, luckily, I didn't get anything stolen, but the Nintendo rep that I talked to has said not to go online until they get it fixed. Everybody's working from home, and it's still... I haven't gotten a clear answer to get online. No, it should be soon. But because everything... I've been so busy lately, I am not sure if I'm going to have time to run this entire thing by myself. If there's anybody in the Discord server, anything like that, that wants to help me run it or whatever, let me know. Because it is a lot to be put on. I mean, I started a new job this week. And between that and just life in general, it's going to be hard to do the whole NPBA, and it sucks because I know I got a lot of people really excited for the draft league, but it's going to be hard if I have to do this all by myself. So if there's anybody who wants to help me with it, let me know. But yeah, so as for the time being, the NPBA is just going to be pushed off until I have more time to do it, or if I can find a co-coach or a co-host, I should say, to help me host this draft league. I would still be the owner of the draft league. It would just be somebody to help me keep track of everything, because I can't keep track of everything and keep track of everything else I need to keep track of in life. So, but yeah. If you guys like this video, again, make sure to leave a like. I have some good stuff planned. I made you wait till the end of the video to tell you what it is, but on Thursday or Friday, or possibly tomorrow, probably Thursday or Friday, I'm going to be releasing my first Pokemon Showdown video. Now, I didn't do that before only because I don't enjoy watching Showdown as much as on a regular Pokemon game. I just don't. But Showdown is a good way to get competitive content out on this channel without, and also be able to just use any team I want with the EV spread that I want without having to actually EV train my Pokemon, which is really nice. And, yeah, so, we might have some, because I didn't get to go to, the championship this month that I was hoping to go to because of COVID. I may do some videos on Pokemon Showdown with that team, or maybe I'll just make a new team, or maybe we can just do random battles or stuff like that. So if you guys are excited for that, leave a like down below and subscribe, because I am going to be doing that video soon. And I'm really excited about it, and if you guys are too, let me know. But other than that, guys, that is it from me. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed, and as I say at the end of every video, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're having a great day. And if you're not, I'm sorry. Hope things get better. But other than that, guys, that is it for me. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Nitro G out. Peace.